In Uganda, persons with disabilities are still marginalized and among the very poorest of the poor. Despite the availability of progressive legislation and policies, persons with disabilities continue to face many barriers to accessing employment and other livelihood opportunities. The Make 12.4% Work Initiative was launched in 2018 with 12 ambassadors on board. 12.4% refers to the percentage of the population being persons with disabilities. The initiative brings together government, private sector and civil society actors to open up employment opportunities and livelihood programs to persons with disabilities.
It's more of a peer-to-peer approach whereby an employer who has appointed a person with a disability can show others so that they can copy from this employer that has employed.
Young persons with disabilities play a key role as disability inclusion facilitators and train and coach Make 12.4% Work members to become more disability inclusive in their practices.
As a disability inclusion facilitator, first of all, I am a change maker. And in change making, my role is to ensure that organizations and companies change their attitude that they have towards persons with disabilities.
My role is to ensure that young people with disabilities who have skills and experiences access employment opportunities and they can be able to have an independent life and sustainability.
What we do specifically under the campaign relies on our strength as Reach a Hand Uganda, which is communications, both digital and offline.
How do we promote abilities of people, especially young people with disabilities? I have to look at that person with disabilities, that what I can do, even he or she can even do it better.
So ours as the ministry is to promote their right to work and to ensure that their rights at the workplace are protected.
We are engaged at the level of policy and legislation. So essentially bringing the discussion about disability inclusion at the national level so that such issues are included in the employment law.
Along the way, NODIP has really advocated for education of our people to ensure that persons with disabilities are admitted in universities, but also to ensure that the school environment in secondary schools and the teacher training colleges is conducive for our people.
As Umeme, our role is to be role models to other organizations. At Umeme, we believe that disability is not inability.
Make 12.4% Work is doing a lot of awareness raising campaigns. It's also doing a lot of initiatives at national level for policy reforms.
The first thing they did was to train our staff and raise the level of awareness of our staff about disability inclusion.
We believe in inclusion as Umeme. For instance, we have a staff in our operations, and that is Victor. She has run our safety agenda to the best of her ability. And if we had excluded her from our operations, probably wouldn't have gotten that kind of value.
Currently, we have 10 youth with disabilities enrolled at Campabits. 8 have a hearing impairment, while 2 have a physical impairment. Through support from the Make 12.4% Work, we are availed with an interpreter that has been doing a very good job in helping us deliver the training content to the hearing impaired youth.
Well, first I want to thank Mega for giving me an opportunity to show my skills, and I know how to engage with the people. So those are personal skills that have benefited out of this place. I think I've been able to inspire other people out there that are working and are employing deaf people.
My message to different organizations and employers is that they really should not hesitate to hire persons with disabilities or to include persons with disabilities.
Disability is a state of mind, but the abilitiness is the action that we put through to achieve our proper goals. And these are the people that are willing to do that for your businesses. So please open up your doors and be able to include people with disabilities in what you do on a daily basis.
We have talent and potential amongst these people, so we need to tap into that great work and what great piece of work God has made.
These people are capable of so much more if at all they are given a chance.
I would like to encourage employers to make it part of their corporate social responsibility to employ at least a person with disability this year.
Persons with disability bring a lot of value to our society, a lot of value to our community. If we utilize their potential, we can transform this country.
With this, we really see an impact that it is an initiative that is not going to stop within 1 year or 2 years, but it is an initiative that is going to live longer and sustain the lives of different persons with disabilities.
So our dream is to an inclusive society where people with disabilities are employed in different organizations without thinking of their disability.
We are actually aiming for 124 members, organizations, companies to commit to make 12.4% work and open their doors to persons with disabilities.
My future ambitions as manager of Campabits with regards to disability inclusion is to see more disabled girls join the training.
It should basically come automatically that people with disabilities are accommodated in our programming. They are accommodated, they are not discriminated against in terms of recruitment. They are not discriminated against in terms of service delivery.
We will continue with the drive of raising awareness among employers, letting them understand the importance of having diversity at the workplace, especially encouraging disability inclusion. We also intend as FUE to continue employing persons with disabilities so that we can raise them up, we can fully utilize all our human resource potential, because the persons with disability bring a lot of value to the workplace.